Hey, hi, good to see you again. It's been a while. If I'm looking down, it's because it's a bit bumpy around here, a little bit muddy. Just trying to check where I'm going. But yeah, it has been a while since my last video, for a few reasons really. But today there are three things that I'm actually quite excited about. The first one is the fact that the channel's made it to over 100 subscribers, which is awesome. So thanks to everyone new who's subscribed, and everyone who was here already, of course. So that's excellent. And by way of a bit of a celebration of this milestone, I've made a further investment in the channel and got myself a GoPro, which I'm using today for the first time. So may need a bit more practice, but we'll see how we go. Now, the third piece of news is regarding my training, where I'm planning on having a go at MAF running to build my base over the winter. So the idea is that I'll do a MAF test just to get my starting point, and then I'll do 3 months is the plan of running at my MAF heart rate and see where that takes me, see what progress I can make. So one thing that's hindering my running a little bit at the moment is a bit of a knee problem. I'm limping at the moment. My left knee, it's almost always my left knee when I have a knee problem, and it's yeah, it's misbehaving today, I'm afraid. My actual plan for this morning was to get myself to where I plan on doing my MAF test, and yeah, then carry it out this morning. Do 8 kilometers at the MAF heart rate on a nice flat piece of terrain, and then use that as the baseline. But unfortunately my knee's actually playing up too much for me to be able to run any further today, which is yeah, a bit of a sickener. It's not quite gone to plan, but I'm just going to go and scout out the place where I wanted to do the test anyway. It's the same place I did my 5 kilometer time trial after I finished the Garmin 5k plan. So I'm hoping it's still, you know, the abandoned works it once was, and hasn't been changed or used for anything since. Google Maps shows it as if they've walled off all the fence that I used to get access last time. So I think it's just an old picture on Google Maps really. But yeah, I'll check it out this morning. At least I'll have done my scouting for the MAF test, and I can hopefully try and actually do it next week. Here we are, doesn't appear to be walled off. Just get myself down this slippy slidey path. Get attacked by a tree. My knee actually hurts quite a lot when going downhill, which is not great. Lots more trees in the face. There's a little hole with a fence, and here we are. You may remember this big pile of rocks from when I arrived here last time, and the wall that I ran up to and had to climb over is at the end there. So what I'm going to try and do is start a bit further down this way when I do the test, so that each length of this place will be about 1 kilometer, and then it's nice and easy. I know I've got 4 there and backs, or you know, 8 lengths in total to do for the test, and yeah, I won't be doing quite so many turnarounds, which does tend to slow you down a bit. Not that I'll be going very fast on my MAF test anyway. I have done a bit of big puddle. I have done a bit of experimenting with running at the MAF rate as part of my warm-up this morning. I was using a heart rate alert as well. So with me being 46 years old, my MAF rate is 134, so I'm supposed to stay below that, and presumably as close to it as possible. So I set my alert for between 124 and 134 just for the warm-up this morning, just to try and keep things even easier. Could have walked here, but that would have just taken forever. So it's more of a jog walk. but then my knee started hurting, so I won't keep going on about that. So here we go. Yeah, it does come a bit further down. I've never been over the little bridge there before. I started my 5k from kind of over that middle section. So yeah, I think if I get down here, there's another bridge. I think this will be going over the footpath I've used before, and that'll be a good starting point to make it a full kilometre for each length. So yeah, that's the plan. It's a bit sad that I can't do the MAF test today, but my plans are to have a go at MAF. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of information about it out there, a lot of people who say it's really good. I think if you're prone to injury at any given time, then yeah, it's a nice way of kind of doing all your runs nice and gently, and hopefully staving off further injuries and helping this one to recover. So I think it'll suit me over the winter. Don't really want to be sprinting about anywhere, not that I normally do, but yeah, I can do some nice exploring on the trails, do some kind of run walking using the MAF method, and see how it goes. It's a bit of an experiment really, just to see if it is effective, and yeah, see what results I can get from it, and then I'll know whether it suits me or not. There's always only one way to find out, isn't there? Yep, so I'll explore this path just as far as where I think the starting point is going to be. Quite a lot of fallen branches down here at the moment. It's a bit of a minefield, but yeah, I'll just make sure they're there every time I do a MAF test, and then it's keeping things nice and fair and consistent. So, I'm trying to think if there's any other news. I hope you can see me in this rather dull top I'm wearing. Channeling my inner Martin, the determined runner, the bright clothing choices. I actually bought this while we were on holiday in Blackpool, which is famous for its illuminations, so I think it was fairly in keeping with the area. Nice bright top. But yeah, I think that's probably going to be it for today, guys. I was going to do the MAF test on this video, but sadly it's going to be a hobble home, which isn't really worth recording. But hopefully in the next video I'll have sorted my knee out, and I'll be ready to do the test. So thanks for watching, I'll catch you then. This is it, the starting point. I'll be setting off from here. Able to run, fingers crossed. What does hurt your knee? Trying to walk under a low tunnel. Every time I bend my left leg, it's like ow, ow, ow. So much fun. How can I dress for running? Train going over me. So it's actually a little bit on the cold side. 4 degrees this morning. I've got to walk about 4 kilometres home. Those days.